What inspired me to take up this profession? We have to dream big. We have to aim high. Having dreamt, we have to cultivate passion for the work. Humility is the essence. As we grow up in the ladder, we have to become more humble and simple. You are walking towards your goal, these are all your goals. As if you are walking towards the sun, and your shadow follows you very diligently, obediently. உங்கள் என்னுடைய மாலை வணக்கம். President of the Trust, Shri Pati, Vice President, Shri Gopinath, Trustee, Mr. Jairam Vardraj, Professor Ravi Kumar, Dr. Muralidharan, Dr. Rajani, Dr. Rajpal, Dr. Madhavi, Dr. Sundar Kumar, Dr. Srimati, Dr. Samasivam, the awardees who are here, and my dear friends in the GKNM family, the extended family of GKNM. எந்த ஒரு நிறுவனத்திலையும் முக்கியமாக ஹெல்த் கேரில் இந்த நர்சிங் ஃப்ரெட்டர்னிட்டி தான் பேக் போன் ஆஃப் தி ஹோல் ஆர்கனைசேஷன். On the 67th Founders Day, I would like to convey my hearty congratulations to the visionary founders who have thought of this 67 years ago to start such a wonderful institution in this city. And that legacy is being perpetuated by every one of you, the doctors, the administrators and staff at the GKNM hospital. What is really satisfying and highly gratifying is the very high ethical values which all of you are practicing right from the beginning. And today in the Children's Hospital, we have seen how Professor Ravi Kumar was molding this department here. And this Children's Hospital which is being inaugurated today, I am sure it's going to serve many, many newborn infants and children. And hearty congratulations to the GKNM fraternity. Being the same field of healthcare and medicine, I thought today I'll just share some of things which I felt is a part of our system. And I'm sure you'll be able to relate to it. And most of you here would have already mastered it or in the process of completing it perfectly. What inspired me to take up this profession? It was my father. In late 50s, whenever I used to go with him as an elementary school student in his car, அப்பெல்லாம் இந்த டவுன்டவுன் ஏரியாவில் ஒரு வீட்டுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு சின்ன திண்ணையம், kind of an extension. அப்போ டிவி கிடையாது, வேறு ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. So people have to sit there, they have to talk to each other. They were all in groups. But the moment இவரோட கார் என்ட்ரு பண்ண உடனே everyone sitting on those extended thinnai will stand up and give a respect. So that is the kind of a respect which they gave to this noble profession, and that inspired me to take it up. A lot of things are happening. I would like to touch upon that at the end of it. But it has been a challenging and rewarding journey all through. Pursuit of excellence has been the connecting link. I always felt that every one of you, every one of us, we always feel that we have to excel. Nikita awardees, President was mentioning that one of the awardees is receiving it for the second time. Pursuing excellence, it is a pursuit, it is not a goal. We keep on improving year after year after year. But that first thing is, every one of us, we have to dream big. We have to aim high. That dream has to be there. In the role now we play, but in all whether we are a leading consultant, head of the department or a staff, we have to dream big. The one who started the famous Apple company, Steve Jobs. However, when he started that, he didn't say that he wanted to start a computer company or someone which manufactures cell phones. He said, I want to make a ding in the universe. That thing what you see in the monogram, he said, I want to make a ding in the universe. And he jolly well did it. That is the kind of a dreaming big and aiming high. But having dreamt, all of us have dreamt. That's why we are here in an organization like this. Having dreamt, we have to cultivate passion for the work. And the passion irundadhaan indha karyamum seiya mudiyum. Passion for our work. When our passion and profession becomes the same thing, sky is the limit. If all the staff members, all the nurses in the department, they are so passionate about what they are doing. Our passion, profession is same. Imagine what the status of the department will be sky high. So the passion and the profession. Stress disorder, half the time we say, I'm stressed out. What is stress? We do a job which we love so much. For 15 hours, we will not be stressed. I was told about the pediatric cardiologist here, cardiothoracic surgeon. Round the clock he stays here 24/7. So you do a job which you love for 15 hours, you will not be stressed out. But do a job for 15 minutes, a job which you don't like, that is stress. So basically we need to develop our passion. Any organization provides job opportunities like this, and institutions like GKNM. I always talk about Shankar whenever we say that we give job opportunities, enough and more, job satisfaction, to feel so happy at the end of the day that I did a great job. This is the kind of a recovery. Doing the latest job with the latest infrastructure, latest technique, scope to grow in future, and a very good monetary compensation. And above all, a pride of belonging to an institution like this. So, all of you, I can see that you're so happy, you're satisfied, you're part of this family. There are 3 value additions for us as doctors and healthcare professionals. First is the humility. Humility is the essence. As we grow up in the ladder, we have to become more humble and simple. There is a beautiful poetic expression on this in Tamil. ஏறுவோர் அனைவரையும் குனிந்து வரச் சொல்கின்றது, இறங்குவோர் அனைவரையும் நிமிர்ந்து செல்லச் செய்கின்றது. மலை சொன்னது, பணிந்து வாழ்ந்தால் உயர்ந்து போவாய், நிமிர்ந்து தெரிந்தால் இறங்கி போவாய். Nature is the best teacher. So humility is the essence, the life. Second one is the honesty. We need to be honest to our work, our ethical values. No shortcuts. There are places, there are organizations, they try shortcuts here and there. There will be a quick growth, maybe a quick visibility, but it will go off in a very short time. But wherever there is ethical values practiced, wherever there is no shortcuts, organizations grow like this 60, 70, 80, 100 years. We need to be true to every single patient of ours. Because on the table, on the other side of the operating microscope, there is someone who is somebody's husband, somebody's wife, somebody's father, somebody's mother, somebody's child. So that kind of a passionate approach, a compassionate approach is so important. Hard work is the third one. Hard work can never be substituted. They did a study to see how some people succeed in life. They said a person has to put in a minimum of 10,000 hours of work to say that he or she has perfected, and that kind of a hard work is expected from every one of us. Sachin Tendulkar, the little master, the last match which he played, it was not even a test match, not even a league match, not even any of those recognized matches. It was a friendly match between two clubs in Mumbai. For that, I believe, the previous day, he practiced for 3 hours. At the end of his career, having proved himself to the entire world, that is hard work and passion. So if hard work and passion, coupled with humility and honesty, dear friends, sky is the limit. With this, we need to build a team. I'm able to see the wonderful team here. Everyone, teamwork is something which cannot be substituted. Teamwork need not necessarily mean unanimity of ideas, but it necessarily means unanimity of purpose. But ultimately we have a goal and we work as a team towards that. So we need to identify the human resource. We need to cultivate in them, nurture the best of qualities, see that they sustain it through, appreciate all our people who have been doing exemplary work and encourage them, like what you did here. We have a long service award in Shankara. People who have completed 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years, we recognize them on our annual day. So this is so important because we need to appreciate those who have been doing exemplary work with us. Our routine work, that's so much for the work, our routine work. Every day morning we come, we have our OP, we have our inpatients, we treat them. To break the monotony, that spice is innovation and research. Every department has to take it up. Innovation and research as the spice, and that makes our career more interesting. Friends, we want wealth, we want fame, we want status, and we are moving towards that. That is really expected for everybody. Paramacharya gave a beautiful example for this. He said, you are walking towards your goal, these are all your goals, as if you are walking towards the sun, and your shadow follows you very diligently, obediently. Your wealth is coming behind you, your fame is coming behind you, your status is coming behind you. The moment you think, I want to catch my shadow, you turn back and walk towards that. You walk and walk and walk, your shadow you can never catch. It will keep on moving farther and farther from you. So let all these things will come, provided we concentrate on our goal. All of us in our profession, we are all jugglers. We are all juggling with a lot of things. Quite a few balls, big balls. One is our work, other one is our health, third one is our family, and the fourth one is our friends. While work is a rubber ball, the health, family and friends are all glass balls. We cannot afford to drop it down. So we need to have, for a wholesome life, a work-life balance. Male doctors call work-life balance also. So work-life balance is so important. We need to concentrate for that. Healthcare is a complex management system. Doctor's life is pretty complex. I used to give a comparison. We have textile, huge textile magnets here. In a textile industry, you have a raw material, which is cotton. You have a process, it goes through the machine, and the end product is yarn. As long as you buy the best of the raw material, as long as you maintain your machinery in the state-of-the-art condition, your end product has to be good. There is no other choice. But number field, our raw material is as varied as the human beings. Their socio-economic status, their education levels, their expectations, the disease with which they are suffering from. So there is a varied raw material. If only one end product we want, and what is it? Patient delight. We don't want a patient coming to GKNM, everybody will say, okay, they should say, I am delighted I went to this hospital. So that's the one single end product. So in order to get that, our process should have so many permutation combinations, because our goal is to make every patient feel delighted. That's why healthcare management is very complex. So our job is like The medical profession is playing a tennis. We serve and we get a return. It all starts with the love all. Doctors, if you are happy, you will be happy serving. If you are convinced, you will be able to convince everybody. With hard work, passion and joy, our work, we can start enjoying every bit of it. Developing wonderful friends in the whole fraternity, cultivating, foster the friendship, and looking at the positive things in everybody. I would like to, before I conclude, just look at what is the present scenario. What happened in Calcutta, West Bengal, what's happening all over the country. Sometimes you start wondering. Then if you compare, what was the scenario for this healthcare profession maybe around 40, 50 years back, and what is happening now, and why? Then the patient was not interested in knowing how much you knew, but he was more interested to know that how much you care for him. He also knew the limitations of the medical profession and the doctor. He had implicit faith in the doctor, a satisfied patient who kept the doctor in very high esteem. This is exactly what happened maybe 40, 50 years back. What's happening now? Patients are impatient. They want instantaneous cure. They are highly demanding, which puts us into a defensive practice, overindulgence into a lot of tests, increasing the cost. They are not happy. Lack of communication and counseling leads to dissatisfaction. Lack of active participation and collective decisions leads to community acting in vengeance and unacceptable violence. Government is doing, central government, lot of steps are being taken to set right the situation. But from our side, what are we going to do? All of us in this field have to be good communicators. We are dealing with human beings. We are not dealing with computers or just hard stuff. We are dealing with human beings. So every one of us have to be good communicators. And communication and counseling and perfect document maintenance will definitely safeguard ourselves in the long run. I'll just quote. Recently, Chetan Bhagat, he just said about this situation. Quote him, please understand, he was telling the common man, please understand, you need the smartest and best people to be the doctors. A woefully inadequate healthcare system also means that Indian doctors and healthcare industry are under tremendous pressure. Hence, show some respect and compassion to the people who give you life. Keep those people safe who are keeping you safe. Ultimately, it is the communication which matters. On a humorous note, on this wonderful Founders Day, I would like to conclude. One quality நமக்கு தேவையில்லை, இன்னொரு quality நமக்கு ரொம்ப தேவை. First is anger. We cannot be impatient, we cannot be angry, even at the end of the day after seeing so many patients, so many questions, still we cannot be angry. Just to share with you, the other day I believe, the airport there was a Japanese person. The person was helping him to check in his baggage, and the helper was just abusing him left and right, shouting at him. This Japanese person is just scolding him left and right. Everyone was watching. And this boy never said anything. He just checked him in. The other man, there was one psychologist professor, he came and asked this boy, did you feel angry about the whole thing, the way he did it? He said, sir, I also felt very much angered about the whole thing. He said, sir, America porar sir, அவரோட பேக்கேஜ் எல்லாம் லண்டன் போடு சார். ஃபீல்டில் அப்படி நம்ம பண்ண முடியாது. நம்ம ஃபீல்டில் we cannot afford to be angry at any given point of time. And a wonderful quality which we have to imbibe. All senior consultants will agree is patience. பொறுமை. Patience is so important for us when we deal with the patients. The other day, a friend of mine, he had a small little cut injury. கையில் bleed ஆகுது. He wanted to have a dressing. சுற்றி புத்தி பார்க்குறது ஒரு டாக்டரோட கிளினிக் நிறைய பேர் உட்காந்துருக்காங்க. This man walks in. The moment he went there, a nurse picked up வந்தாங்க. அவங்க மாதிரி ஒரு nurse. சட்டு இந்த ஆளை பிடிச்சி பெஞ்சில் தள்ளி விட்டார். He said, sat, he said, he showed his finger. That lady was too busy. She went away. No communication. Within a couple of minutes, the second nurse came. Removed his shirt and banian. இவர் கையை காமிச்சுட்டே இருக்காரு. That lady removed his shirt and banian. Another 2 minutes, third nurse came and kept a thermometer in his mouth. இவருக்கா என்ன பண்ணுறதுனே தெரியல. He looked around. There are 40 guys like him, all with their shirt and banian out and a thermometer in the mouth. Then the fourth sister came, and the first person on the thermometer எடுத்து, she religiously entered the temperature, came up to him. While in the thermometer எடுத்த உடனே, this fellow could not hold himself anymore. பக்கத்துல காரணமா சத்தம் பண்ணி, அது what is this? பைத்தியக்கார ஆஸ்பத்திரியா? Is it a mental asylum? I came and cut the deal for the information. I was complained to the chief doctor. என்ன பாருங்க, I am the postman for this region for the past 25 years. Every day I will come, they will remove my shirt and banian, they will keep a thermometer also, and at the end, I will give my post and go away. 25 years. I believe he said, friends, I hope I have not tested your patience today. These are the days of selfies. Our work for every one of you should be like our selfie. A selfie which we take and say, look, this is my selfie, and you should say, I'm autographing it. Take it. This is என்னோட work, this is my surgery, this is my work, this is my selfie, and you should feel proud to autograph it and say that this is mine. அப்படி பண்ணாக்க we will enjoy what we are doing. I conclude with the words of Rabindranath Tagore, which always inspired us right from our school days. Those beautiful words of Tagore in Gitanjali. Tagore says, where the head is held high, where the mind is without fear, where the knowledge is free, where the words come from the depth of truth, where the world is not broken down by narrow domestic walls, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Jai Hind.